And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, pool fans of all ages. We are in Indonesia with $615,000 on offer and prize fund. 3 tournaments, but this one is a very special one. It is WPA Predator Women's 10-Ball World Championships with $175,000 in prize fund presented by VenBilliards and $50,000 for the winner. And what contestants do we have? We have a 2023 World 10-Ball Champion on the left. There is Miss Shasha Centeno from the Philippines. And this young lady, a 3-time World 9-Ball Champion, the youngest to ever win it in 2009 at the age of 16 years of age, from China, Shasha. And this is 3 races, 3 out of 5 races to 4 playing 10-ball. This is George Teachea in the booth, and I'm joined by my good friend, Eric Horlifson from Canada. Hello, Eric.
A pleasure to be with you. 2 of the absolute finest in the women's game going at it here in the semifinals. Just sit back and enjoy. No favorite in this match. Just depends who's going to play better on the day. A couple rolls here and there, but 2 of the absolute best going at it. Looking forward to it.
You know, you make a great point, Eric. Yesterday, in her match against Jasmine Ocean, Shasha just delivered a devastating blow to Jasmine, and she actually beat her 12 games to 4 in 3 straight sets. That just doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, must be playing well
top
then.
of her game.
Haven't
Yeah, sure.
yeah. Haven't actually had a chance to see her play in this tournament, and I haven't had a chance to see her play since coming back. She had a gap in play from around 2016 to almost 2022. She must have been playing some hay ball or something. I can't see her totally stepping away from the game, but
I
she's
actually
played a couple events. Go ahead, yeah.
I actually got to see her play last year and quite a couple of times this year. And during all that time, she is at the top of her game right now. In that match yesterday, I was surprised and almost amazed at how well she was playing.
Yeah.
Jessica, of course, always delivers. Fast pace, no fear, aggressive.
Cheska's kind of the X factor. You know, she's on one missed ball already, and she will make some more elementary mistakes, some mistakes you wouldn't expect her to make. But when she clicks in, I mean, she can win 2 to 3 games within 15 minutes, and it's so powerful. She was down 2-0 in her quarterfinal set and came back and won 3 sets to 2.
Yeah, she's got quite a gear when she gets to it.
Has to avoid the 5 coming across table here. Ideally drawing on top of the 6, between the 6 and the corner pocket. Leave at least a straight in angle on the 5. Shot, she can draw straight back. Might contact the 9, but not enough of it to really alter the path of the cue ball, I don't think. Four players from the kind of mid 2010s, 2010 to 2015 from China that were really dominant, and they're starting to come back now. Simon Chen's always been around. She was one of them. Xiaofeng Fu, Shasha Liu, and Han Yu. These girls were just absolutely dominant in that 5-year period.
Yeah, we had the pleasure of seeing Simon Chen, I believe it was in New Zealand last year, and one other event. I think she was in Vegas. And she is something else to watch. She's got the highest rated Fargo in the world. For a while there, she was right at 797, almost breaking 800. I think she's dropped off a little bit for whatever reason. But she's still at the very top. Shasha Liu is ranked 27th by the WPA and is a 768 Fargo at 32 years of age.
Yeah, I think I'd put her even a little higher than that. It's just hasn't been around as much Fargo competition. And definitely higher in the overall world rankings, just a lack of overall play in WPA tournaments as of late.
Yeah, these two balls for the first game. And that's one thing about the WPA rankings and all rankings that use points to rank their players. I mean, if you only play in 2 or 3 tournaments, you're not going to get a lot of points as someone that plays 5 or 6, and does well. So you're going to rank much lower yet. Exactly. And she does take the opening game. And now your referee from Finland, Jalo Kuntinurmi, will rack the balls and keep things in order around that Predator arc table. And what a time we've had here in Indonesia. 2 other tournaments were on offer. We had the Men's Doubles World Championship with $190,000 of prize fund, which was won by the Chinese Taipei team and a second-place team from Canada, Eric. Can you imagine that? Your home
proud.
Country.
We're definitely proud.
Your semifinalists were from Peru and from Poland. And then in addition to that, there is, because that's not over yet, we have the semis and final 16 coming up. The Yalin WPA Men's 8-Ball World Championships with $250,000 on offer, 96 players, and $70,000 for first place. And that all finishes it off tomorrow with the semifinals and final tomorrow. But tonight you'll have a match coming up right after this one in the final 16.
You going from the side rail. Good power, good dispersion. 7-ball almost goes, but nothing down, and a chance for Centeno. Good chance. Ideally, she'll want to be able to draw straight back inside the 2 and play the 2 in the same pocket. It's good there. Looks like there's enough room for the 6 to pass the 8 into the bottom right. But for those fans at home that have never seen Centeno play, I mean, she's capable of running a rack of rotation in less than a minute and a half. It's just beautiful to watch.
Yeah, watching her play pool is definitely not boring.
She had a tough road to the semifinals. She had to survive a shootout on the loser side. Lost to Amber Chen on the winners bracket. I think she's found her form now.
Yeah, speaking of which, Jessica started out defeating Brittany Bryan from Canada, and then, of course, lost her match to Amber Chen. Then defeated Savannah Easton from the USA, Su Xin Wei from Chinese Taipei, Vang Bu Yuan from Vietnam, Christina Takachi, reigning champion, and Wang Wanling from Chinese Taipei. So she marched through some pretty heavy talent there. Su Chin Wei just won the tournament in Ho Chi Minh City and played very, very well. So stiff competition here. And these ladies working their way through it. to find themselves in this semifinal and see which one moves in to face either Rubelin Amit or Margarita Fefilova Steyer. I think this is one of Margarita's biggest finishes as far as international events go. I think so.
Yeah, she made it to the semifinals in the Women's World 8 Ball a few months ago, but before that, she hadn't made it even to the quarterfinals. So improving over the last 6 months.
Jasmine Ocean
Coaching
taking
from her
that women's
husband.
8 ball.
Yeah, gets a lot of coaching from her husband, Tyler Steyer, who's a world-class coach. So putting the work in and possibly making some amendments to her game. It's paying off. Centeno barely didn't get a rail there. Just made 2 mistakes in the first 2 games.
Those better stop because this young lady won't give you any leeway. If you make mistakes, she will capitalize, and it will be costly.
You can see a big stroke shot from LIU here. 8 feet of draw.
There's a corner
Yeah,
pocket
good
there.
finesse. Yeah. So that's just targeting the wrong part of the pocket accidentally on the 8. So much room for the cue ball to widen out if you start getting off angle a little bit. Actually looked pretty straight. I'm surprised she got that wide on it. Break for Centeno.
And they are tied at 1 in this race to 4. Predator providing you with a lot of pool here in Indonesia. 3 world titles. And with the men's doubles coming up, they're providing exactly what the fans like. They like the mixed doubles. They like the Scotch doubles. And so Predators bring it forth for you. Predator did a great job in reviving the men's World 10 ball in 2019. And again, the women's too, along with the women's World 9 ball. So quite a bit of pool for all you pool fans all around the world. And we stream it for free.
Centeno will go all over the table on the break. Has about 3 or 4, both side rails from the middle. She made 3 balls on this one. And she'll just stick with what's working. Some players are kind of one-dimensional. She's not afraid to mix it up. Short on position here and over top of 3, even worse. She doesn't like to play safe, but I think she's going to have to here. She can overcut the 2 to the left long rail and try to bring the cue ball near the 8-9. Looks like she's trying to try something else. Back to the shot I was thinking about. Decent, but it's you.
Two ball corner pocket.
Oh, almost another cue ball
Point.
scratch.
She can cut the 3 to the right and bring the cue ball around 2 rails, try to line it up with the 8-9. Nicely played. Might have left the kick and kick in the stick. It's like a little too much swerve going one rail, but I think it's worth the risk.
Oh, it's going to hang up over the pocket.
LIU is very reminiscent of Han-Yu. It's picturesque fundamentals.
You know, when she was practicing, Eric, I got a good side view of her, and the backstroke doesn't go back too far, but it's just so smooth, and she doesn't really power through. She kind of like stops it just past the ball. See that right there? She stops it just past the cue ball.
Yeah, just on that one draw shot from the 8 to the 9, I can tell that she has good timing and gets a lot of energy out of the cue ball without overhitting it.
Oh, she got on the wrong side of this. Will she power 3 rails, or just go forward and take the longer shot?
Go for the distance here.
10 ball corner pocket.
For a lot of you viewers out there, you can find all the information, the brackets, the players, the money, all on ProBilliardSeries.com. Upcoming events, a wealth of information there for everyone to view. And Shasha does take game number 3 and now leads 2-1. And if you miss
Also
something while it's going on, go ahead, Eric.
Sorry, I was going to say 3 balls on that break and a good starter, but just got thick on the 1 where she couldn't get back to the 2.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that if you miss something during the game itself, they replay the entire rack right afterwards. So you can look for what you may have missed or what you noticed and wanted to confirm. And here we go with the 4th game in a race to 4, leading 2-1.
Nothing to get on the break. Centeno can cross the 1 up table and try to play the cue ball behind the 10. And for more coverage over on the right side, it's a good shot. I believe she has it.
One ball corner pocket. Extension.
Centeno's liable to try to cut this ball in. Yeah, no thought of safe here.
A very unfriendly bump.
Yeah, nothing offensive now. Back off again. Just played the speed a bit on that one. It wasn't like she was worried about where the 2 was going. It was always cutting into the 3. If there's any weakness in Centeno's game, it's a little bit on the tactical side. And just making kind of easier mistakes. But when the tough situations come, she deals with it better than a lot of players. And when the balls are in the open, she just gets at them so quickly and with so much talent that gets her through a lot of matches.
You know, Eric, I see she gets a lot of comments from fans, from YouTube chat rooms and stuff, and they criticize her style of play being so fast, and they think it's very careless. I think it's just the way she plays, and it's a great rhythm, and I think it helps with the nerves. Doesn't give her a chance to get nervous. She's just in action, but she will make mistakes, as we all do.
Sure. They just look a little more glaring, and it seems like an easy excuse to say, well, that mistake specifically came because she was playing too fast. Everybody makes mistakes, but the override that she has when she's playing well definitely serves her well. And she's a professional player. She's one of the best players in the world. I'm sure she's tried to play slower. It just doesn't suit the way she thinks, or she's found that it's not as beneficial to playing at her style.
Yeah, sometimes that style of play just takes away from the noise in your head. Gets away from it.
When Josh Filler first came on the scene, he played really fast like she did. And as the years went by, he's slowed down a little bit. I might expect to see the same from her, but that'll be her own progression.
Yeah, well, she's been on the scene about 4 years now. And I'm sure with seasoning, she will adjust.
With a chance to get on the hill here in the first set. Nicely in position on the 8. Ideally wants an angle with the cue ball going to the right off the 9.
Ten ball corner pocket.
Very nice rack there. 10 ball about to go down for a 3-1 lead.
Hasn't been successful on the break yet. It's them with good power. You can see the dispersion she got off that rack. not for lack of movement on the balls. Just trying to dial in and find a way to make the one when she's breaking from the side rail.
Yeah, the men in the 8-ball just got started with their final 32 round, and they're 5 or 6 games deep into that. I believe we'll have a men's last 16 coming up at 14 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon there in Indonesia, right here on this table. We don't know who that might be, but it'll be a great match regardless. A lot of great players.
Yeah, Shane Van Boning looking very strong in the men's event. Eklund Kachi still in the tournament. Josh Filler's still there. A long list of champions vying for the title.
1 ball corner pocket.
Maybe during one of the breaks, I'll read off a lot of the champions in that final 32, or the last 32, as you might call it. All of those are in the money. I think it's about $2,200. I think it's $2,188 to be exact. If they get beaten this round, but if they make it to the end, it's $70,000. That'll buy a few meals.
4 ball corner pocket.
Finding our way around in this rack. Looking good now.
This shot here reminds me of a drill that Feder Gorst has. You put a ball about where the 8-ball is, and you line the balls up from the second diamond over to the spot and in a circle, and you pocket the ball on the lineup and go back and play shape or position on the ball on top, and then shoot from there nonstop. You keep replacing the ball on top. Have you seen him do that yet? It's a great drill.
I have, yeah.
Great drill.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jessica made that look very easy and closes in on the lead.
We have our
Some
cool
of the
stats
players
guy
still-
providing us with things like
Go ahead.
total rack run time. You'll see that Centeno's under 2 minutes consistently. Get some of those stats for you. That was our first full table run. Go ahead, George.
I was just going to call out some of the names in the men's, but actually, let's take a look at how the ladies are doing in the other semifinal. Rubelin Amit leads 3-0 over Margarita Fefilova Steyer.
Yeah, Rubelin had a 5-set match with Chaeyu Cho yesterday. Had a day to recover, but it was a long one, close to 4 hours. Centeno making good things happen on the break again. She's got a shot on the 2. Like, this will be an under 2-minute rack, George, and nothing about being in the semifinals of the World Championships that's going to slow her down. He just goes right after these balls.
I like the way she takes her 60 seconds after the break to plan it out and then just attacks.
Switching hands on that one. Actually looked pretty good, shooting right-handed. need the bridge here. She does use the bridge overall more than most pros, which is not wrong. It's just that she's comfortable with it. Rarely see her going for her extension, and I think that's a part of her just trying to keep her rhythm at the table. Doesn't have to walk all the way back to her chair. A little short here, but she can't avoid the 9 with draw.
Eight ball corner pocket.
Got a little tricky on this 8 ball.
Ball corner
Just like
pocket.
that, the offense playing good again for Centeno.
And as you noted, Eric, under 2 minutes, she ties it up. Three apiece.
That's what's so
and
dangerous
breaking.
for her. Took LIU about 25 minutes to get 3-1 ahead, and took Centeno about 8 minutes to get back to level. It's less games overall, but just the speed that she's able to execute her offense at is very intimidating. Puts her opponents on their heels all the time. Made 3 balls on her first break, 2 on the second one. Looking for more of that here.
Seven balls down, along with another ball. Looks like the 2 ball went down.
And Centeno's hitting them well, but I will note that the ref is racking the balls well too. For Railer winning a couple times, ball in the second row went in a couple times, and that's going to bode well for the center table break.
1 ball corner pocket.
Centeno looking to finish it off with 2 breaking runs here. Out for the 8. Got by it. Magical stuff, George. I don't want to speak too quickly here, but I would expect her to get through the rack. And this is typical Centeno form. Gonna have to move the cue ball a little bit on this one, I think. Shot.
Nice speed to get on the 6 ball. And again.
Ball corner pocket.
Amazing.
Strong
Timeout.
comeback by Cheska. Down 3-1, and she fires off 3 games in a row, with 2 of them breaking runs. Shasha quick to leave the arena. Alrighty, let's take a look at some of these men that are playing in the last 32. Reigning champion Joshua Filler Down at the moment, 3-6 to Petri Mäkkonen from Finland. Albin Ocean in action against Hamza Saeed Ali. Bader Alawaldi in action against Sei Chiashian. And then Babika Radoslaw from Poland, 4-0 over his countryman Konrad Yushishin. Some stats for you to take a look at, and I'll just entertain you with names. Unless you want to read some of those off, Eric, and kind of look over them. Shane Van Bonin, 5-1 over Jeffrey Mantra from Indonesia. Luca Mann from Germany, 3-2 over Hayato Hichikata. Felix Vogel, down 4-1 against Miško Fortunski. Vogel is from Germany, a talented junior world champion. Fortunski, I guess, needs no introduction. Daniel Maciol, another Polish player, 2-0 over Roman Heibler. Dennis Grabe, who put on an excellent exhibition here on the stream table, 2-0 over 4-2, over Wu Kun Lin. Eklinkachi tied at 2 with the Lion from Canada, Alex Pagalayan. Amir Ali is tied at 2 with Ryan Hisu, the runner-up to Joshua Filler last year in New Zealand in this World 8-Ball Championship. Abdullah Alenzi, 3-1 over Bryant Saguped from Philippines. Mario He, 4-0 over Sean Malayan from the Philippines. And Clido Kachi, Eklund's younger brother, 3-2 over Sismon Cural from Poland. And a couple more matches. You got Julian Serradilla from Switzerland, tied. Oops, they just put a score up, trailing 2-3 against Genesis Owanu from Philippines. And Alex Kazakis from Greece, 4-0 over Oliver Villafuerte from the Philippines. And those are your men's last 32, which will be coming into the last 16. And the ladies here. Well, Lou played some good safeties. Her efficiency was higher than Cheska's, but yet she lost 3 games in a row, which cost her the set. You can see the breaking part, which made the big difference, is that Centeno got a shot after the break 100% of the time in those 2 break and runs. Time at the table pretty even. Balls pocketed. Well, there's quite a difference there with only 1 game separated them. 2 missed shots by Cheska early in the, actually, first or second game. And the ladies come back in, ready to do battle, with Cheska breaking first to open up set number 2.
I think it'd be an interesting thing to look at all those stats and try to guess the score.
For a lot of you viewers, on table 1 is the other semifinal for the women, Rubelin Amit and Margarita Fefilova, both matches. If I was you, I'd get 2 screens and put them both on.
done here was playing it in the top left. Cue ball's playing towards the 8 now.
Two ball corner pocket.
Have to really avoid it at all going in the top right, so she can go back to the top left. Tougher shot. Trying to make something happen with the cue ball.
Uh-oh.
Still ran into the 8, even picking the other pocket.
Trouble, trouble. Jump cue? She's pretty close.
Yeah, must be a strong jumper if she's taking an attempt at one this close.
Three ball corner pocket. Extension.
Big elevation, has to get the cue ball up very quickly here. Shot. Almost lost the cue ball, but it's going to be a chance for Centeno. Just trying to avoid the 4, playing towards the short rail with the cue ball. Not quite in line yet. Cue ball running into the 6, going up table. She can stun it to the right of the 6 and take more angle on the 5.
Four ball corner pocket.
Yeah, corner's a good play too. Safer for the cue ball. She's got it. Switching hands again. Even on a more intricate draw. It's a good weapon for her, George. That wasn't the most advanced shot, but it wasn't like just a tap in. Still hit it decently well.
It really is. Reminiscent of your buddy from Canada, John Mora. Only he does.
That's right.
He does so many things right by switching hands. Plays either-handed at a world-class level.
Well, Centeno's feeling it here. Nothing LIU can do, really. She'll have to be focused with her next turn at the table.
Corner pocket.
Because it's hard to stop this train when it gets going.
Well, I'll tell you, at the moment, Centeno is up 1-0 over LIU, and Amit is up 1-0 over Fefilova. Steyer could have an all-Filipino final.
Yeah, what an epic final that would be. Could see Rublin shedding tears when Centeno won her first world championship. She was right ringside. Well, they've been a mentor to Centeno since she was young.
You know, Rubelin has been a mentor to many young ladies. I've spoken this before on the Amit Cup, where she is part of the organization that puts together tournaments for young ladies and some of the seniors also. So there's no really age group, but it really benefits the young talent in the Philippines, the female talent. So they put together tournaments, and there's 2 products of it that made it to this tournament and performed rather well. So
Yeah, the
she
ref's
spreads
really
the
racking the
wealth.
balls. Yeah, for sure. It's great stuff from Amit. The ref is really racking the balls well. The balls in the second row are going in often. And again, it's not like Centeno's hitting them perfect. It's just a good rack. So Centeno's going to stick to that spot, and it's proved offensive dividends so far in the match. sure what she was really planning with the cue ball here. Combo's tough. Gonna back off this time. Nice played, full coverage. She has the right edge. She can lay the 2 in front of the 8. Ideally doesn't want to lay it up in a way where there's a combo available. She might have left it in the pocket though, George.
It's close. She's looking. Can she slide it off the long rail? It looks like she can from this angle.
I think it's there. Has to hit it with a bit of speed because she has to come around 2 rails for the 3.
Extension.
Or draw over. Starting to look like she doesn't have it. Just thinking about thinning off the right edge, but a little bit worried about cue ball going in the bottom left in that spot. So going to play the cue off table a little more. Let's get behind the 5. She has. Good shot.
2 ball corner pocket.
So Centeno now coming with the break and run in this game, or the full run out. But displaying some good safety play. This is LIU's second kick in this rack. She's going to be in big trouble here on the next shot. Ideally, Centeno wants to open up the 3 from the 8. That'll play well to have the cue ball real close to the 8. Gotta be the slightest bit careful the 2 doesn't go in off the 4 on the side. Should be okay there. Shot.
Ten ball corner pocket. Extension.
Jessica in control right now.
Thought that looked a little long. Chance for
Wow.
Centeno to open up a 2-game lead in the second set. Everything's there, George.
Boy, it sure is, Eric. She's looking real strong. The safety play, the offense.
Breaking well, too. That's the best sign for her. 100% on the break, I believe.
Yeah, she was on the stats at the end of the first set.
Want to be
7 ball
here.
corner pocket.
Still has the corner.
Oh, is it going to go? No. Our stat guide tells us that Cheska is averaging 14 seconds per shot, when Shasha is at 23.
So a 10-ball run-out would be under 2 minutes, like 1 minute and 40 seconds. Oh no, 2 minutes and 20 seconds on a 10-ball run-out.
That's pretty fast.
It is. is.
Of course, that's assuming the table's open. This might be too hard.
Hard here. It's okay. The
Oh,
ball
she's
opened up.
okay.
10 ball corner pocket.
Sure did. I thought if it came straight across, it'd be too much.
Yeah, new cloth. Still playing fairly new after 6 days of play. How's the other semifinal going, George?
Well, I'm going to have to refresh because it still shows the one set score. And that's all it shows. Rubelin Amit leads 1-0. No games in the second set yet, listed on the scoreboard.
Four nothing in the first set, I believe, right?
4-1.
Okay.
She was ahead 3-0. So Margarita was able to pull one back.
Oh, both Filipino players winning the first set. Inching closer to a possible all-Filipino final.
And the fans over there will go crazy with that. They love their players. Man, I tell you, they're so passionate about their players. And so critical of them, too. You see them in the chat, and they're very critical of their players. If they make a simple mistake, they're brutal almost, but honest, because they're knowledgeable.
Finally, a successful break from LIU, and she's right on the 1. 6 ball's going to be tough. It is available in the left middle. She'll be able to get pretty much whatever angle she wants on the 5, because the 4 is very pocketable and close to it. Gonna kind of have to leave herself a little too much angle here on the 4, though. Looks like she just got straight enough that she can kind of hold around that area.
Extension.
If she gets straight on the 5 in the top left, that'll play okay to drawing straight back for the 6 in the middle left. I consider that play. It's not moving the cue ball very much. Has to be a pretty small angle. I think she was trying to draw out a little more, which was also a good play. Didn't have to get as specific on the 5, just a little more cue ball movement. Movement got her. Just realized the 6 is available in the right middle, too. She has to consider that now. That's a lot of angle. Might be forced into a bank.
She didn't hesitate with bank shots yesterday against Jasmine, I'll tell you. She made 2 or 3 of them just at warp speed in the center of the pocket. Billy Thorpe might have his hands full here.
miss from Centeno in rack number 2. Turned into a 3-game turnaround. Perfectly on the 9. Looking to get back into the leading position here, like she was in set number 1.
Ten ball corner pocket.
Two games in a row by Shasha.
Her cue is completely nondescript. It's just all black. Couldn't have really a guess at the brand, but she breaks the BK Rush, so could be playing with a Predator. Actually, Predator
She
sponsored
does have
player,
the,
so that will be a Predator
yeah.
cue. Yeah.
Yeah, I just now noticed the little patch on her right chest there.
Well, LIU's got the break going now. 2 down and nicely on the 3. Rack's looking real good. Not much cue ball movement.
Yeah, the difference in age for the players is 6 years. Jessica is 26. Shasha at 32. A little more experience. They both started playing very young. And Shasha Lu, the youngest player to ever win a Women's World 9-Ball Championship at the age of 16.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else has been close to that age. There's been a few men around 21 or under, Wu Ching being the youngest, but Fedor Goris won it when he was young. Josh Filler won it when he was pretty young. I can't think of too many other women that won at that age. Jasmine Ocean was a strong player at a young age. Good quality
You
follow there from
mentioned
Liu.
nice on the 8.
This will be the second break and run in a row for Liu. Both women just firing at each other here.
Yeah, Jessica with 2. She closed the first set out with 2 break and runs.
Ten ball corner pocket.
Some fan appreciation there. Well, now Amit leads 2-0 in set number 2 in the other semifinal.
Yeah, going to be some nerves for Fefilova. We were saying did make it to the semifinals of the Women's World 8-Ball Championships recently, but overall experience in these type of spots not as high as the other 3 women in the semifinals. Doesn't mean she can't
And
overcome it.
There's another young lady with a good YouTube channel that has a lot of little drills and tips and pointers. Her, Jasmine Ocean, has a great YouTube channel. A lot of the players are marketing themselves on YouTube with tips and drills and streaming their own matches, promoting themselves, building a brand. Important for the players to do that. Gain a good following. 3-1. Needs this game to tie it up in sets. There goes the 8. Nothing on the 1. The 4 ball put a stop to that.
I was just trying to think the last time I saw a three-pack being run in a women's match. She might have in the corner, George.
I was going to say, I was looking at the 5 ball thinking it was the 1, and the 4 ball got right in the middle. And then I looked over and I saw the bright yellow ball. Yeah, at certain angles, they look the same, camera angles.
Especially on the overhead.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna have to push here. Centeno can try to bank the 1 up the middle to the left of the 3. Keyball's kind of playing over the top left, but should find a way to avoid it.
One ball corner pocket.
Oh, it's going aggressive, George. Wow.
Yeah, she should catch the 6 ball. She went to the other side. I thought she was going.
Well, she just makes those shots at a high enough percentage that it's viable for her. Got unlucky to get on the 50-yard line here.
2 ball side pocket.
Aggressive, taking the bank.
Amazing, George. Sitting for 3 racks. Go ahead.
No, I was just thinking as I watched her just immediately go to the bank, especially for those side pocket banks, like similar to that ball she just made. I think the pros should take those on more often, but they're so aware of the percentages, and they shy away from them and play safe instead because of the short races. But Cheska couldn't care less. She just goes for it. Look at that shot.
You know what the underrated thing is about playing safe all the time is you don't know what's going to happen when your opponent kicks at the ball. And they're pretty low percentage to get you right behind another ball. But just because you have them behind, like in a hook situation or behind another ball, doesn't necessarily mean you're a real big favorite. So staying at the table has big value.
I really agree with that. I mean, if you're comfortable with the shot, I mean, how many
The
times
X
did Earl
factor is
Strickland sit in his How many times did Errol Strickland sit in his chair and look at a shot he just left and think, "Oh, get that one, Efren," and Efren comes up with a Z shot and steals the game.
there's that factor too. There's the opponent playing a real good kick save to put you in a worse spot or kick the ball in. So there's so many things when you let your opponent back. But
See,
the X factor is
that's
she's
just a
able
good
to
shot.
make these shots at a high percentage, right? If you can't make those shots at a high percentage, you just don't have that option in your game because then the safe becomes a better percentage play overall. But the difference is she can make them, and it's such a weapon.
Their overall performance. I am just told by Michael Salmon. Is Cheska at 875 and Shasha Lu at 836.
Nothing down this time. Like she almost took a little off that one. Not sure why. The power pot break's been working well for her. Chance for LIU here. Has to
One
look at
ball
the
corner
one.
pocket.
It's the full pocket, but got it down. So 2 passes in the right middle. Cue ball might be playing just to the right of the 6.
10 ball. Corner pocket.
Must not have the side. So I'm going to play an aggressive combo here.
Oh, wow.
Didn't get it. And another chance for Centeno.
Extension.
Too much angle, so if she goes in the top left, she'll have to run into the 4. Knowing Centeno, she might just play the right pocket and avoid it.
3 ball corner pocket.
Gonna go to the left. Got to control the 4 nicely here. Ideally draw to the top side of it and push it towards the top right. 4 good. 7 ball's not going to block her. Here she goes again, George.
It's getting to a point where it's to be expected.
Yeah, she's in stroke in this match.
Give this lady an inch and she takes the mile. And right after this game, I'll give you a little development in the 8-ball World Championships. Keep you in suspense for a little bit. It's some good stuff.
Pretty straight here. 9's reasonably close to the corner, so she won't have to get real close to it. 2 rails back, draw. Good shot. Big
10
game
ball
coming
corner
up for
pocket.
Centeno now. Big game coming up for both players. Centeno will have the break.
And tied up as we watch this replay of that rack. Bill development. Petri Mäkinen from Finland leads Joshua Filler 9-6. Keep in mind that in the final 32, it is no longer a race to 8, it is a race to 10. And he's 9-6 over Joshua Filler, the reigning champion. But on the other side of that coin is Shane Van Bonin, who leads 8-3 over Jeffrey Matra. So there's that battle, and close to both players way ahead in games over the rest of the field.
How's the Paguline Catchy match going? That's two other players that could go real deep.
Oh, yeah. Kachi and Pagalion were tied at 2, weren't they? Pagalion leads 4-3. Another good
Going a
one
little
is
slower.
Grabe and Wu. Grabe leading 5-4. Close, very close. That would be a very close match, too. They're both great players. 8-ball.
Just not hitting the break. Yeah. Not hitting the break quite as well as she did, but again, the ball's racked well. One of the wired balls going in. No shot this time.
Push out.
The safety got away from Lou.
1 ball side pocket.
Hot from Centeno. She's the first one in again. Looks like the 5 might be available to the bottom left.
Three ball corner pocket.
Perfect angle to come across for the 5.
Running into the 9 now. Running into it thickly where it's going to be tough to develop any angle going up table. I think might try to catch some of the 9 and play a drawing angle, but that looks like it's playing a little bit towards the top left corner
Extension.
as far as the cue ball movement. Tough spot here. Rare that you see her take an extension.
5 ball corner pocket.
That was trouble. I kind of liked her going straight across with high English, off the 9 into the rail and back again.
Just like powering through the 9. Yeah, that would have been a good shot,
Sure,
actually.
yeah.
Think of
Yeah. Good safety here. Nice speed.
Very nice. Cue ball on the rail. Taking away the bottom part of the cue ball. He was going to have to judge this one nicely. Coming off the right long rail, even if she hits the 6-2 rails. On the half ball side, the cue ball's kind of playing into the 7-10. So she's going to look to get right underneath
Six
it here, I
corner
think.
pocket. Extension.
She's called it in the corner, and she's really trying to hit it 2 rails. I think it could be trouble. The cue ball's running into the 7-10 and not creating enough distance.
You know, that safety on the 6 is a game winner if she fails to deliver here. Uh-oh, side pocket. Nope.
Well, Centeno's got the 4 rails back, and don't expect her to lay off here. Tough shot.
6-ball corner pocket.
She's going.
Up and down for position? Or 3 rail? I like the 3 rail. Just don't get behind the 9.
The female magician, George. This makes magical things happen.
10-ball corner pocket.
Awesome.
And again, in this set, as she did in the first set,
Timeout.
down 3-1, she comes back with 3 straight games to win the set. Now leads 2 sets to 0.
We're going to take a break here, but we'll be back with set number 3 and expect a possible comeback from LIU. It's not that she's not playing well. It's been a couple close ones. We'll be right back after the break.
Don't go away. Well, as the ladies come back into the arena, a little further development for you in the 8-ball World Championship. Petri Makinen has defeated Joshua Filler, the reigning champion, 10 games to 6. And Shane Van Boning has closed out his match at 10 games to 3 over Jeffrey Zen Mantra from Indonesia. Those are the only 2 matches done so far of the final last 32. So those 2 players, Makinen and Van Boning, will move into the final last 16. Meanwhile, set number 3, down 2 sets to 0. Shasha from China, breaking the balls. There goes I thought the 8-ball was going. No ball down. Open shot on the 1 ball. It's not too often you see the 1 ball at the bottom of the table. It goes up to the top part of the table most of the time.
I must have caught the point. Good start here for Centeno. Well, straight. Dealey would like to draw a straight bet. Looks like she can't. The leg going in the short rail. No problem. Little shots like that, George, it just makes it look much easier than it really is. And it doesn't affect her either. She just steps up, recognizes the shot, and hits it. Not all the time, of course, but when she's playing well, does it a big percentage of the time.
She
A
doesn't
little
want
too
to
much
go into
angle
this.
here.
Yeah. Doesn't want to go into the 10 ball here. So she's going to come above the 7, it looks like, or try to get above the 7. Uh-oh.
It was too hard to get right above it, so she did try to run into it. Didn't get the roll this time.
6-ball corner
Ideally,
pocket.
would like to be. Look at this. No thought of save.
She's
No thought of rolling up on the 7.
I'm sorry, but any other player I know would have rolled up on top of the 7 there. She just cuts it right in.
Yeah, stays at the table. That's her style.
7-ball corner pocket.
Amazing stuff, George.
I mean, if you go back and watch the match between Jasmine Ocean and Shasha last night,
10-ball corner pocket.
you would sit there and think, who's going to beat her? And then you watch Cheska here, and there's your answer. Who's going to beat her? And there's no other way to put it, as you just did, Eric. Amazing stuff. And it looks like an
Just keeping
all-Filipino
your
final.
Yeah.
Because both
How's Brooklyn doing
Filipinos,
in the other one?
they're both up 2 sets to 0.
Wow. And of course, the way to beat someone playing at the used level is to keep her off the table. And it's not just the amount of runouts that Centeno's had, but it's the amount of chances, you could call it chances that she's taken, or offensive
Yes.
chances to kind
And
of keep her
then Lou,
opponent
for instance,
off.
has gotten behind the ball a couple of times now in a position, and it's kind of stopped her runouts. I don't think she's missed many balls. Just getting behind the ball and having a kick or duck or something, but it lets her come back to the table.
She got a little
Yeah,
follow
for
on the break,
instance,
which is taking away the cue ball speed a bit. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, for instance, Michael just sent me some info, the pool stat guy, and the overall performance for Jessica right now is at 901, and Shasha Lu has dropped down at 787 due to those, getting behind balls. Not so much missing.
Forced kicking errors, stuff like that. Yeah. Just got a chance to stick the cue ball here. It's a little out in the open. It's going to be a big power up from Centeno, but she's made a couple of these so far.
1 ball corner pocket.
Finally missed one. She's got to roll though. Especially if the 1 ball's frozen to the rail. No indication from the ref, so I think it's slightly off. Kind of like going at that 2 rails and trying to create some more distance. There was a lot of blockers up table. 2 rails and thinly into the 1. Only play for Centeno's off the right edge. Similar play now for LIU. Got this one. Doesn't look like she's taking away the 2 rail kick. Good shot.
One ball corner pocket.
Roll here for Centeno. I think she's left enough of the pocketing edge. She can kick it, try to kick it in if she wants. And I believe she has to try to make something happen, George.
That would be my suggestion too, Eric. She's got to, because in both sets, Centeno picked one pocket, then the other.
1 ball corner pocket.
Not sure if the 3 passes the 6. Not quite sure if she has the pocketing on the 1. If she doesn't, she can play kick safe off the short rail.
1 ball corner pocket. Extension.
No kick safe for Centeno. Gonna swerve at it. Okay, let's see what LIU can do here. Of course, that's the other side of being so aggressive. Sometimes things aren't always going to go your way, but they have so far for Centeno in this match, and they do more often than not overall.
I'm guessing she can see the 3-ball into the pocket. Well, as she runs these balls out, let me give you a little breakdown on the types of errors that Liu has made in losing those 2 sets. Unsuccessful breaks for 2 fouls. Her opponent, or Jessica, pocketing balls after her safety. 4. Path block for the next shot. 1. Opponent pockets after a push option. 1. And a missed shot. So those add up. And the score lines end up like they are.
Yeah, that pocketing a ball after a safe one is surprising to me. That's a lot to pocket a ball directly after a safe four
Yeah,
times.
4 times.
That's a lot.
4 times. Yeah.
Looking good here. Had 2 break-in runs in the second set. Centeno somehow finding a way to win that one still.
Well, with stats like that, Eric, that kind of points to the fact that I don't think Lou is out of this at all. She's had a lead of 3-1, and Jessica's won 3 games in a row, both times. But you take away those dry breaks, you take away those safeties, make those successful, and all of a sudden, she's winning that extra game in each set to win the set. So she's not out of it. She's still hanging around. She just has to make it happen at the right time.
Yeah, and you made a good point there. I mean, both sets have been hill, so one game goes differently in either of those 2 sets, and they're completely even right now.
Sure. Well, here we are in set number 3, tied at 1. It's great to have these World Championships kind of at the same time here in one event, because, you can follow both of them and be on pins and needles for both tournaments.
Yep, getting down to the last of it now. We'll be through to the men's semifinals by the end of today. We'll have a women's champion by the end of today. Big break, lots of action, but nothing down. Covered the 1 this time. Centeno's going to try to stick the cue ball behind the 5 here. 1 ball's opening up decently up table.
Yeah, in fact, tomorrow the men's semifinals will be at 11 a.m. and the final will be at 3 p.m. So a big day tomorrow for the men. But they're having a bigger day right now to lay the groundwork for tomorrow.
1 ball corner pocket. extension, foul,
That's the foul. He's in the open table for Centeno. 6 balls, a little surrounded by the 8-9. Not so much as for pocketing, but just getting comfortably onto the 7. Don't mind getting the angle where the cue ball's running to the left a little bit off the 6. So she can run into the 8 and shoot the 7 in the top right. Go straight for that, but she can draw straight back for the side. Main thing was avoiding the 8 and the 9. She's there again, George. Wow.
She sure is. And with her break success of 63% versus her opponent's 36%, these next 2 games could prove deadly for the Chinese player.
10 ball corner pocket,
And this young lady might be finding herself in a final for her second World 10-Ball Championship. And I mean, she was in great company when she won her first one in 2023. The runner-up was Han Yu from China. And semifinalists were Allison Fisher and Kelly Fisher. That's some great company to be in and to come out ahead of.
Yeah, legends of the game. Definitely wasn't handed her first world title. I remember you and I did that final in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, she was also semifinalist in the 2024 tournament when Christina won her title. It's such a pleasure to watch these young ladies grow and, improve and just really, almost say dominate the game.
That's how it looks when Cheska's playing well. And that's the
It
break that's
does.
been working better
10 ball
for her.
side pocket,
Popped the cue ball a little bit. Got the ball in the second row back. Has a chance at a bank here for an opener. Long this time.
It worked out.
Got a couple rolls when she's missed balls. Missed the 1 in game 1 in this set. Ended up lining up with another ball. It's the second time now. Should call it, George? Oh, didn't expect
I don't
it to
believe
go
so.
that way exactly. No.
Yeah, double kissed off the ball on the bottom there.
Yeah, this wasn't obvious enough to call. She's left the 2.
Yeah, it kissed off the 9 ball. That's what it did.
Go 2 rails back here. No problem. In between on the angle, might have to hit some big power and power out with draw and over to the left rail and back. Has something else in mind. Wow, she really had to play thick into the pockets,
7 ball
even
corner
leave
pocket.
this little angle. But this will work. Well,
She does
George,
so many
I'm gonna
things
stop
well.
gushing about her. I'm gonna stop gushing about her performances, but I mean, it's hard not to, you know.
It's
It's just
yeah. I've seen comments that say it's sickening to watch her run out the way she
Ball
does.
corner.
Just they're gushing about her all over. Believe me. And when she plays like this, she's something to gush over.
10 ball corner pocket.
onto the hill now in the third set.
She's now won 6 out of the last 7 games. Since she was trailing 3-1 in the second set. She won 3 games in a row in that set to win it, and she now has 3 games in this set, only given up 1. Wow.
Yeah, she has had 2 misses in the set. Tough ones, a bank and an off-angle cut that ended up turning out well. Not leaving
Yeah, one of them turned
any
out
shot.
to be a good roll that helped. But those usually balance out. That's
Wired ball back in the
well.
second row. I'd have to combo the 2-9, but other than that, decent table. She's got enough angle to come over to the short side if she wants.
Well, in this third set, Pfeffi is tied with Rubelin, 1 apiece.
Okay.
9 ball corner pocket.
Still a bit of work to do in this rack. One of the tough parts of the rack over. Taking the combo down. Not quite clear if the 3 passes the 10 and the 4. Looks like it's only available into the bottom left. The 3 passes the 10. She can create a decent angle to come 1 rail back for the 4. Oh, she has to go underneath it. Didn't get there for the corner. Might have got there for the side. If she's there on the side, she's moving towards the 4 nicely. I think so too.
Yeah, I think she's going to be able to try to get the cue ball behind the 4. Oh, she's going to come around him. Wow, look at this. It's going to end up on the 7. Oh,
almost.
Boy, sure looked like it.
Yeah. It's another chance for LIU. Pressure's on her now. Centeno on the hill.
3 ball corner pocket.
Yeah, this shot is so big. There's no tomorrow for her. This is the match right here. If she's able to make a comeback, it's got to start here. See, there's just no fold in her either, Eric. She's just super solid when she has the shots.
She played well. I like her game. Very in control.
Sure.
Textbook fundamentals. A little underdrawn here. Still can come up the middle of the table twice. But again, these couple shots here that could be missable.
Up and down here. Oh, she held that up. Wow.
And checked it with a bunch of right spin.
She's got all the tools, Eric.
Sure.
Extension.
It was cinch the position here. Somewhere in between. Just draw it back 6 inches. Oh, good shot.
10 ball corner
Had
pocket.
a little too much angle going to the right, so didn't want to be on the rail. Powered out of it nicely.
A well-deserved round of applause for that clearance. And now we're at 2-3 in the third set. Jessica 1 game away from victory. Liu 2 games away from winning the set and staying in the match. It makes me think of that 36% break success. How big that may come into play right here on this break.
Yeah, she did make a ball in her first 4 breaks in the first set. She's been a little more successful since then. But she's been hitting it the same way the whole time, so that's been a bit of a sore spot for her.
Well, here we go. And the thing about Liu winning this game here to tie things up at 3-3, it puts pressure on Jessica, even though she's come through with it both sets because she was trailing 3-1. It still puts a little bit of pressure on Jessica. And no,
Try breaks again.
yeah. Saving grace for Liu
5
is
balls.
that 5-7.
Yeah, 5 balls tied up this time at least. She can get an angle near where the cue ball is now on the 2 and run into the 7. Won't be guaranteed good position on the 3, but I think she might consider it. Just went a half turn too far there, I think. Nothing playing real easy for save.
2 ball side
You
pocket.
rarely see her with the jump cue, George. That's what I've kind of noticed. Like, this is a very makeable jump. Oh, just swerved it in. Never mind if you can swerve it, it's okay. But a lot of players would just jump at that ball. She doesn't use it as much.
Is she going to come straight at this 5 ball?
Yeah, and If she hits the 7 decently square, the 5's going to push near the corner.
Jeez.
6 passes
Was
the
that
8,
the
and
3
this
or
is
the
the first
4?
chance at a 4. First chance of the set at the match win now. Let's go for the 9. She's okay there. Not quite a full pocket on the 6, but she can use the long rail to help her.
Oh, tried to slide it in.
She
She's
has to use the
smiling.
long rail.
Yeah, she knows that was makeable. She just cut it a little bit too much.
LIU looking to get that to the hill now. Next down the 9.
Ten ball corner pocket.
And a comeback of her own. Shasha wins 2 in a row to tie things up at 3 after trailing 3-1 in the third set. Her main objective with this next break is to pocket a ball and keep the flash off the table. All 3 matches now, all 3 sets, have gone hill. And in the other semifinal, Pfeffi leads 2-1 in the third set.
Both trailers trying to mount a comeback. Doesn't look like it's going to get one. Cover the 1. Not clear if the 2, 2 does pass the 8. There'll be a big battle on the 1 here. She Cheska has good coverage up the right side if she can release the 1 past the 5. That'll work. Close jump for Shasha.
One ball corner pocket.
Interesting stat I was just given, Eric, where Cheska, hold on a second. Shasha ran out after a miss by Cheska only one time in each set until this third set. She's done it twice now. So a little change in trend from the first 2 sets.
Yeah, Centeno's gotten all the way through the rack pretty consistently when she's been on the first offensive chance. Got the 1. 4 is only available into the right middle. Pardon me, the left middle. Or the bottom left. She's got a little too much angle here for that now. She's in a bit of trouble here, George. She might even have to run into the 7 or try to draw maybe to the right of the 7. She did try to run into it. How's the combo looking?
Well, it looks close, but the 4-ball moves to the open part of the table, so if she goes for it, she's all in. Yeah, she's playing safe. And got it. Aware of the time and aware of the importance of the shot.
Extension.
Two-rail kick right at the 4-ball for the side pocket. She stands a chance of hitting the ball and possibly getting safe behind the 5, or possibly making it in the side. It's a tough, tough shot. Tough make. Tough hit.
Just missed on the top side of it.
Foul.
Worst case, Centeno's going to have a carom or a combo on from the 6 to the 9. She'll want to be shooting it straight in. Not quite clear how much of the pocket she has. Doesn't look like a full one. Decisions to be made here. Carom lies pretty good.
Extension.
She's got a plan now.
I wonder if she'll go for the carom on the 6-9, as you just mentioned, Derek. Because it lines up nice for the opposite corner pocket for the 6. No, she's going to play shape on it, and she's gone too far.
I never even thought about that. Felt like there was easier options of playing something off the 6, but it's worked here.
Wow.
Two more balls, George, for a spot in the final.
All I can think of, Eric, is how do you compete with that?
10-ball corner pocket.
She's going to be tough to beat, no doubt about it.
And there it is. Jessica Centeno puts on an excellent performance against this great